Hi everybody. Excuse me. Thank y'all for tuning in to my channel. This is Chataholics Radio and this is your girl, the Chatty Diva. So, got a few things to talk about, but before we get started, I just want to say if you're not 18 years of age and over, you might want to exit stage left. Okay? Whichever way this shows up on the video, just exit because I do curse. Sometimes it can get a little explicit, and if you don't have your parents' consent to be listening to this video or to this content for that matter, you probably shouldn't be on this channel. So I just wanted to get that out there, okay? And if you guys do not like cursing, or if you don't like to hear about violence or things like that, because I talk about everything under the sun, and if you're not into that type of thing, then you may want to exit as well. So we just gonna get straight into this. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the baby, right? So we know that he had some things going on with him at one of his recent concerts. He assaulted a girl. Technically it's assault. So basically he slapped her. He slapped the girl because he basically is saying that she got too close. The camera, she was trying to take a picture. We'll go into this. So she was trying to take a picture of him. I'm assuming she got too close to him as the rapper and his entourage was exiting the venue. And so they exited through the crowd. Now, mind you, exiting through a crowd of people after you're doing a concert, that might not be a good idea, especially if you know that these fans like you. They're going to want to touch you, they're going to want to interact with you and things like that. So you exiting through a crowd, there is a possibility that someone is going to touch you some type of way. Okay, we're celebrities and we should understand that things like that happen, right? Wrong. So they're exiting through this crowd of people. Everybody's taking pictures, people have their phone out recording. Obviously it was a good concert. So I guess the girl and her flashlight was blinding him as he was walking through, and I'll show you guys the video. I'll add a clip of that video as well. Somebody actually did record it. So as he's walking through, the baby, as he's walking through or leaving, exiting that venue, there's a girl who's recording. Her flash was on really bright, and she got a bit too close to him. You can kind of see that she did get a little close. I don't think that she hit him like he's stating that she did. She didn't necessarily hit him, and I didn't see any marks on his face as he's doing this apology video. We'll get into that as well.
Sincerely apologize, I do. I'm very sorry that there was a female on the other end of that flashlight on that phone. But keep in mind, I couldn't see you because you got the flash this close to me, which is okay, it's no problem. A lot of people did. They didn't put it as close as you put it. But a lot of people had flash on me, and that's okay. That's what I signed up for. That's the risk I take when coming to, put on the show for my fans. It's dangerous. I'm blindsided. Cool. Fuck it. I'm with that. But out of all them fans, how many people know how to zoom in? Just zoom in instead of popping me in my motherfucking eye with the phone. So I do apologize. There was a female on the other end, but I think by this time, it's a well-known fact that, like, male or female, I would have responded the same exact way. You know what I mean? Of course, I had security with me. The club, they had they security and shit. But with me, like, I make security treat fans with respect. I don't like all that rah-rah shit that coming through. Move, watch out, knocking people out balance. Nah, you people paid to be here. We got to respect them when we move through. You know what I mean? I just wish you would have gave me the same respect in return. You did not give me the same respect in return, baby. All you had to do was zoom in. Just zoom in. Ain't that easy. You can zoom in close enough to see a pimple on my face. You ain't do that. And I already can't see you. Then you, come on, baby. Why you do that? I apologize that it went the way it went. But I just wish that you could have respected me the way I would have respected you. And I still got love for you. I love you. You can get flued out. I'll fly you out. We can sit down. We can have an adult conversation. I would love to apologize to you in person. I can apologize publicly. If you don't prefer that, I can apologize privately. I got no problem with apologizing to you. My main thing is just bringing more awareness to shit like this to just keep it from happening in the future, male or female. let's just try to, conduct ourselves with respect others, and expect nothing less than respect in return, because that's what you deserve. You deserve to be respected. You see what I'm saying? You and me both. So, let's just try to move gracefully, man, and keep in mind that a lot of actions, really every action, has an equal or greater reaction. And that's just the way the world go. I would love to make the situation better any way I can. Feel free to reach out. If that ain't what you prefer to do, that's cool. However it get worked out, it get worked out. God got me and he got you too. So don't you trip. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be just fine. And there's a lot of people hitting me, acting like they you. But it's too many of y'all. And remember, I still don't know what you look like because you had that phone in my face. So I don't know how to confirm who you is. The only way I'm gonna know how to do that is if, you had them people hit my people, But I love to make the situation better, whoever you is. And remember, God got you. He got me too. Don't think you don't got me.
I didn't see any marks on his face. He claimed he got hit in the eye. And so his first reaction was to turn around and put his hands on somebody. Now, I don't condone violence. No, I do not. I don't condone violence, against women, against animals, against whoever, because you should not be putting your hands on anybody, period. Okay? Now, in self-defense, then okay, that's understandable. You know what I mean? But this girl didn't intentionally try to put hands on him as he did to her. Now, what I will say is that I want to give the benefit of the doubt on actually both sides of this situation, because I do kind of feel like with the girl, we don't know her situation. I did hear another interviewer or another podcast where the lady basically was stating that, you don't know if she's disabled or something like that. She could have been disabled, and sometimes, they're a little slower to catch on to certain things, and maybe she didn't understand that she was too close to him. We all like our personal space. And let's say, for example, we're in line at the checkout and we getting groceries and somebody's standing too close to us. We can feel them breathing down our neck. You're going to turn around like, okay, back the fuck up, or back up off me because you're standing too close. Especially if somebody's touching you, then you're going to react a certain type of way. So on his part, I do understand how sometimes, especially coming from the place that we come from, and for those of you who know what I mean, the hood, or whatever, you have to protect yourself. And that's just something that we grow up learning, that if somebody touch you, you're going to hit them back regardless. And so sometimes that's just a reaction. Unfortunately, that's the type of reaction that I feel like he probably gave her, not knowing that it was a woman behind the camera. And I understand that, male or female, I feel like he probably would have actually reacted the same type of way, because the baby is no stranger to violence, right? So we all know about him and Cam Cohart in that situation, and what was it, the Gucci store or the Louis store, wherever he was trying to get a belt from. I felt like Cam Cohart kind of started that. I definitely do. So he kind of, I'm not going to say he deserved to get whatever happened to him, but I do feel like he started instigating that situation. And so, things escalated, and that's what happened. Unfortunately for this girl, she just wanted to take a picture, and maybe he was ignoring her or something, and she just didn't like it. So maybe that's what the case was. At any rate, I don't condone it. With his apology, and I'll add that video as well. Y'all can make your own opinions about that. So basically, he's laying down in a bed or couch or wherever the hell he is. He's laying down, and he goes in to say, I apologize, but... And it's kind of like, what do you mean but? Because if you're apologizing, it should be sincere, right? You shouldn't be laying down. You should be sitting up straight, looking this person in the eye, talking to them directly, or looking in the camera directly, so that they can feel, where you're coming from. And if you really didn't mean to do it, then you need to really make it seem that type of way. But I'm not going to say that it wasn't sincere, but it's just like, and there we go with the but again, right? So it's sort of like, I love you, but... And it's like, if you love me, then what? What's the but about? You know what I mean? So kind of, I feel like it's a situation like that. And I think he just wanted to get his point across. He doesn't want to look like the bad guy, which a lot of people are like, yeah, you messed up, basically. Also, let me just point out too, right? So these are just a few examples. So we remember how Miguel, he was on what was it, an award show or something like that, to where he wanted to do this little stunt, jump from one stage to another, and he jumped down to this second stage and actually kicked the lady in the head, and she actually had to go to the hospital. So with that, I feel like they kind of canceled Miguel for a little while because he kicked someone, and that wasn't even intentional. That was an actual accident, but he kind of was doing too much. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't think he did it on purpose. I don't think he meant to do that. I really do feel like he, sincerely was sorry about, doing that or for that happening to that lady. So I do, on his situation, it's a little different. But at the same time, even situations like that can cancel your career. So I feel like we got to be careful about the things that we doing out here, especially people of our skin tone, right? Of our color, because we definitely get the crazy and the messed up end of the stick. That's for sure. Also with who was it, Pitbull, he punched a fan in the face because they was doing something in the crowd, or a few years back that he didn't like, and he got into an altercation with them. He's like, I'm not a bad guy, and it's like, I get it, they're celebrities and people are going to want to touch them, they're going to want to push them, and sometimes they're going to want to do it on purpose because they know they're going to get a check out of it. So we can't always just react right away. We have to stop for a second and think about it, like, okay, wait, they just did this, but hold on for a second, I am in a crowd, you know what I mean? I am in this type of situation, and maybe, just maybe, this isn't meant to be. If it continues to happen, or if it happened again, then you go ahead and you might have to just whoop some ass, and that's just what it is, because we still are people at the end of the day. We still do have to protect ourselves. So in that situation, hey, whatever, man. But I don't condone. I don't mean as far as women and a man, and I don't mean that woman should have hit him. I don't condone that either, and I don't think that he should have put his hands on her either. And that's just that situation. Also, the same thing with Kevin Hart, how he kicked the woman. He kicked her, like drop kicked this woman in the chest. Like he kicked her off the stage basically because he felt as though she was trying to pull his pants down. And again, with that situation, I can understand that, you feeling uncomfortable. Yes, I'm a celebrity, but again, I'm a person. Don't try to violate me, but I don't condone what he did to her. I don't think that he should have handled the situation that way. And most of these celebrities, they have entourage, they have security with them. Let your security handle it for you, so that you don't end up in these type of situations. And at the same time, I feel like sometimes they do react that way on purpose, these celebrities, because they feel that they won't have to deal with any repercussions because they are such a high caliber celebrity, or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be doing that anyway. And I don't think that that's the right thing to do, even though you know that you're going to get off, or you feel like you're going to get off, or hey, I got money so I can just pay this and this is just going to go away. Because at the end of the day, it's not. We all know about the Chris Brown Rihanna situation. I didn't want to bring that up, again, because I actually like both of them, and I still will listen to their music. Even with the baby, I'm still going to listen to his music, but at the same time, I don't think that those situations are right. Doesn't mean that you have the right to put your hands on anybody for any type of situation. Again, in self-defense, that's absolutely fine. But just putting your hands on somebody, that's just unacceptable. And I don't care who you are. You just don't do that. Okay? So, moving on. We're going to move on to The Weeknd. So, a lot of people over the weekend, actually, I think he did SNL, right? Saturday Night Live. And he performed on a show, and people were talking about his face and how his face looked a little different and things like that. But The Weeknd is very, very smart. He's a smart guy, because that was all for promotion for his upcoming album. He has a video, Blinding Lights. The Blinding Lights video, if you go back and take a look at that here on YouTube, you will see that his face is kind of like bloody. He looks kind of beat up and things like that. But it's just all promotion for this short film that he has coming out for his new album. So kudos to him on that. Okay, now speaking of faces and people looking different, we just want to move on to another topic here. Summer Walker. Love her. Like, I love her music. I love her whole vibe. She's just seems like such a sweet girl, you know what I mean? And I love it all. But people have been speculating that she's gotten her nose done, right? They are saying that she got her nose done. She looks a little different. Want to put up some pictures of that as well. You guys can tell me what you think about that. I kind of feel though like it's some sort of stigma, or that if you're a celebrity and that you're a female, that you have to go out and you have to get these type of surgeries done. And honestly, I don't think that you have to do that. Now, if you feel comfortable, if you feel like, this is something that I want to do because I want to feel good about myself, by all means, go ahead and do that. But don't ever do it because somebody else is telling you that you have to be a certain type of way in order for you to be likable or lovable, or in order for you to sell whatever it is that you're trying to get across to people, because that's just not it. I mean, we have to look back inside ourselves and start to learn to love ourselves again. You know what I mean? You think back on it about like when we were children, we had no cares in the world. We don't care about what we're putting on. Our right shoe is on the left foot and we have mixed match socks on, and I want to wear a tutu with a hoodie or something. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever, just be yourself, feel good about it. Take a step back and look into yourself. Like, do I really need to get this done? And that's not to say that we are doing it because somebody else is saying that we need to do it. Sometimes we're doing it because we don't feel comfortable with our own bodies. Like, we don't feel comfortable with ourselves, and that probably just goes back to childhood, when maybe we didn't get that love, or maybe nobody told us that we looked pretty in this, or that we look nice, or whatever. And so sometimes we feel like we got to be a certain type of way to please other people. Please, if you're going to do it for yourself. Don't do it for no damn body else. Because at the end of the day, then people will love you and leave your ass just like you are, okay? After all the surgery and everything. And that's not to say that I ain't thinking about it, because I thought about it as well. But I don't think that I will go through drastic measures in order to get things done. Let's say like with who is it, JT of City Girls, right? She looks like she had some things done to her, but she doesn't look crazy. And I think that she looks pretty good. You know what I mean? Maybe that's something that she had been wanting to do, for a long time. And now that she actually has the money to do it, she went ahead and did that. Kudos to you, baby, because she looks good. Like, she got her breasts done. She got, BBL. Like, she really looks nice. She got her teeth done as well. And small little situations like that, like, that's our teeth. Sometimes we can't control our genetics and the way that, things are shown on our bodies and things like that. We just can't control it. So if you can fix it, then you're going to want to go ahead and do that. Again, it's understandable, but don't be drastic. Don't want to, you shouldn't have to feel like you want to change your skin color, or you shouldn't have to feel like, oh, I want to make my nose smaller, make my lips bigger, or, get all these different type of fillers, because when we get older, like, a lot of the times that stuff causes issues, and you probably don't even want to deal with it. I mean, and a lot of the times it's deadly too. Like, we think about how Kanye West and his mother, wanted to undergo surgery. And I'm not exactly sure. I don't really remember exactly what type of surgery it was that she was getting, but she wound up dying under the knife, unfortunately, and I'm sorry that happened to her. But a lot of the times we go through all these drastic measures in order to do these different things to our bodies to change the way that we look, when we don't even have to go through it, and if she didn't do that, then she probably would still be here. We can't necessarily cheat death. And I don't want to say that, maybe whatever. And I don't want to get too far off into that subject. But at the end of the day, if you're going to get things done, you're going to go through getting these surgeries done, let your doctor know every single thing, everything that you're taking, all types of medications, all type of vitamins, what you drank that day, whatever the case may be, because that could possibly be something to save your life while you're undergoing these surgeries that you want to get. Okay. We also want to talk about Delicious and how her nose looked a little different as well. And she talked about how she would contour. Contouring isn't going to necessarily change your facial structure. Okay, it may change a little how your face looks, but when you wash your face, you're back to normal the way that you've been looking. With her, without makeup, her nose still looks the same. And I don't think that that's contouring. But to each his own, kudos to her, whatever. Do what you feel. But don't think that people aren't going to talk about it because You're a celebrity. Okay, no matter what, people are going to notice and people are going to talk. We will talk about you. We will talk about the surgery that you've had done. That's not to say that I'm bashing anybody for getting surgery. Do your thing. If that's something that you want to do that. But at the same time, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Okay, even with Cardi B, and I feel like she had some surgery done. I know about the butt and things like that. She had her teeth done, and recently her face looked a little different. Now she doesn't look too different, in which if she did have some surgery, now hunty, her surgeon did an amazing job. Okay, the only thing for me, I feel like with her eyes looked a little different, and that's what kind of threw me off a bit, because her face before almost looked childish, like childlike, and not in a bad type of way, because a lot of people, can't say that they, have good facial features, but I do think that she had a little bit of surgery done with that. And a lot of the times they don't want to come out and admit that they had these surgeries done. And which is okay, it's your business, but if you're in the limelight and you look drastically different, especially with your body, we're going to notice, and people are going to start speculating about, hey, what's going on with this person? Why they look so different? What's the problem? What's going on? Even with like Miss Aaliyah J, and she's on YouTube as well. Now, I actually love her. Her videos are so funny. She's just the cutest little thing. But she had her breast done, and she went and vlogged about that, in which, we kind of know that she had that done. But people are speculating now that she has had her butt done. And if she did, then she did, you know what I mean? But she didn't want to come out and admit it. Now, I think that she did, I think that she had it done. I don't think that it was, anybody's business, whether she went under the knife to get anything done. And if she didn't want to tell anybody about it, then don't tell them. But at the same time, I'm like, well, wait, you got your breast done and you vlogged about that, but you don't want to tell them that you got your butt done? Baby, don't nobody care. I mean, really, like, nobody's really going to say, oh my God, like, you know what I mean? Like, to each their own, honey, do your thing, okay? Like, it's whatever. I mean, you look good, so, okay, that's all you need to worry about. What I also want to kind of break off into is just the fact that with all these celebrities being pushed into the limelight and them looking a certain type of way, even with these Instagram models and all that, kind of creates this, I don't even want to say stigma, but it's sort of like a lot of people have social anxiety. They have complexes about their body because at one point before seeing all of this, oh, I feel good about myself. And then we see somebody else. It's like, oh my God, her stomach's so flat, or her breasts are so big. They look so good. They sit up, or her butt. Oh my God, I want to get something like that. And it's like, but why? If nobody's complaining about it, then why? And a lot of the times these people getting these surgeries, they're not happy with themselves. Like, they're still, at the end of the day, they're still feeling some type of way. And that's why a lot of the times they get addicted to getting these surgeries done. We all know the show Botched. You know what I mean? You get so addicted, you don't care where you go as long as somebody do it. Because sometimes if you get a real doctor, if you get a good plastic surgeon, they're not going to keep doing surgeries on you. They're going to let you know at some point, like, hey, enough is enough. I don't think you need to get this done. And people don't like to listen to that because they want what they want. So they'll go to somebody who's willing to take their money and say, oh, okay, that's what they want, whatever, we just going to do it. And then they come out here looking crazy. It's like, we got to be more sensible. We have to be more careful about the things that we're doing, because to me, I just don't think that it creates a good image for young children. I don't think it creates a good body image for young children. And recently, I think maybe a few days ago, there was this young girl. She had to be no more than 4 or 5 years old, and she's getting her hair done by this hairdresser. And I'll add a little clip or some pictures, about that situation. And I guess she saw the cameras or something, and she's just like, I'm ugly, or she didn't think that she was pretty. And I mean, she's just such a cutest little thing. And it's like, how can you, comprehend ugly and pretty at that age? Somebody has to be in your ear telling you something, whether it be at school with these young kids, other children in your classes, or whether it be with adults, because adults can be very cruel as well, telling children that, oh no, you're, just being petty, you know what I mean? But this little girl, she she saw an image, I guess she saw a glimpse of herself or image, and she just bust out crying. And the hairdresser, she's just like, no baby, you know, consoling her, you're the prettiest thing, you shouldn't think like that, you know. I mean, it just really broke my heart, because I mean, we all have, you know, we have children, we have nieces, you know what I mean, we have friends, you know, children, you know, friends who have children as well, and we don't want them, we love them, we don't want them to grow up feeling some type of way about the way that they look, you know. So it all starts, really, I honestly feel like it starts at home, you know, because if we're not getting that at home, then we're going to go look for it somewhere else, you know what I mean, and that creates the problem in itself. So I feel like we need to be more sensible about the things that we're putting out here. I feel like we need to be more sensible about the way that we talk to our children, be upfront with them, let them know what's going on, because at the end of the day, like, it creates a lifetime of pain, you know what I mean? Just thinking back on, yeah, maybe you look good now, but back then you still, back in the back, not even back then, just in the back of your mind, you're still like, oh, you know, I don't think that I'm pretty because, you know what I mean? So I feel like we just need to really kind of be careful about the shit that we're saying to people, period. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all can hit the comment section, let me know what y'all think about what I'm saying. Am I right about what I'm saying? How do you feel? Do you feel that the baby's right for hitting that young woman because she was too close to him in a crowd full of people as he was exiting a venue that he just performed at? You know, do you feel that we should be promoting positive body image versus promoting, you know, this imaginary persona, you know, of people? So hit the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Like, subscribe, you know, and hit that notification bell so when I come out with more videos, you know, you guys will be notified. So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is your girl, the Chatty Diva. Thanks for tuning in to Chataholics Radio. Thank y'all. See y'all later. Bye.